The price tag influences a lot of people's decisions when it comes to e-ink devices. After all, they are consumer electronics like any other. So what does it look like when you put a $200 e-reader versus a $2,000 e-reader? Well, to answer that completely necessary question, up above we have the most expensive consumer electronic e-reader on the market that is purchasable today. Non-concept, non-prototype, it's available today, you can buy it and it will ship within 2 days. Yes, we do sell this as well. This is the GVIDO and it is $2,000. This down below is $200. Both of these devices are available and they both do different things. In fact, they're extremely different. In fact, this is the largest single unit device on the market right now. Two 13.3-inch e-ink panels slapped together with a hinge. This is built from the ground up and it is not using Onyx hardware with Bluetooth connectivity like the Padmu is. You can use the pen to edit music and you can even use the sensors to change pages by simply waving over them with your hand. When you're playing your instrument and you don't have time to actually swipe the page with your fingertip or the pen, you can just hover over the patented sensors there and it changes the page, thus not distracting you from the instrument you are playing. In fact, the GVIDO isn't just about music, it is a regular e-ink device that you can attach to your computer and just drag and drop content in. No need for third-party or even proprietary computer programs. As you can see here, we have the same baseball PDF on both devices, and the screen size differences are staggering. This is a 13.3 up above and a 7.8 down below. You can use the same pen on both of these, so that's really nice. But if you notice, this is actually by default showing a 2-page spread, which means that you don't have to change pages every single time to get 2 pages. So if I change pages once like so, it'll go to pages 3 and 4. It won't go one by one. Whereas on a single screen, I'm gonna have to go page by page by page. And you can take notes right out of the gates on both of these actually, and it's very useful because these both have the same kind of palette that is across all of the things you're going to load in there. So whether you're on notes or notes or PDFs up above, you do have the same compatibility. Now the GVIDO does do something cool. If you hover the pen over the screen, it actually brings up the palette so you don't have to click on the screen. And if you hover the eraser over the screen, it actually starts to trigger the erase early. Same on the Boyu. This isn't meant for the Boyu, but it does do the same thing, and actually if you hover over the screen it will trigger and erase all the same. There is that delicious 2-page spread as you can see right there, and yes, the page turn sensors work on anything. Whether you're on a PDF or a manga or a book, they will work all the same. On the Boyu down below, you will have to use your fingertip to swipe over everything, but you do still get the ability to take notes on both of these respectively. Although, because the GVIDO was made quite a while ago and it doesn't really market itself as a note-taking tablet first and foremost, it is a little bit slower on the latency side. However, it does still have all the same function and capabilities across all the programs that you're running on it. What would an e-reader video be without, well, e-reading? And both of these do it fantastically. In fact, the GVIDO offers the most screen real estate across any actual e-book reader that you don't barely have to ever change pages. All the amount of text that shows up is staggering. The Boyu down below is suffering from a little bit of a smaller screen, so you have to change pages every 20 lines. Whereas look at the advantages of the GVIDO up above. Note-taking on both of these are pretty much either end of the spectrum. This is about as fast as a unit will get, and this is about as slow as a Wacom unit will get. So it's really going to come down to, do you need 2 gigantic screens? It does come in handy when you want to do one thing or the other without actually having to sacrifice your screen to initiate a software-driven split screen. Or do you want something that is actually a dedicated note-taker like the Boyu? And this is more pocket-friendly. Everyone, we very well know that a $2,000 e-reader versus a $200 e-reader is not exactly a question you ask yourself on a daily basis. This is just a fun video because we had both of these and we decided to pit them against each other and really show you two extremes of price points. Do you need to spend $200 on an e-reader, or do you need to spend $2,000? And of course, there are countless choices between those two price points. But for now, and a comparison between a $2,000 e-reader and a $200 e-reader, this is Peter.